Jointing preparation. It is vital to ensure that the jointing faces have been trimmed by a router to leave clean jointing surfaces. Using our guide here, we are measuring approximately a 1mm trim depth. Measure front and back to ensure that the guide is level across the width of the router trim. As the router passes across the face of the worktop, the 1mm trim is taken off. As you can see, on the right there are scoring marks of the saw blade. However, on the left, the router has removed these scoring marks, leaving a clean jointing face. This close shot shows just how smooth the surface has been made by the router, which will help make a successful joint. When both faces have been trimmed, it is prudent to dry fit the tops to ensure that the jointing faces are adequately trimmed to go together well. The best way to check this is once the tops have been pushed together, wipe with a denatured alcohol wipe, which removes any debris from both the top of the joint and the surfaces. If there are gaps or chips in the top edge of the jointing surfaces, these must be trimmed again and the dry fit process repeated to ensure that these jointing faces can be put together successfully. Using a block on the top surface of the worktop to protect the top edge from damage, the next step is to key the front face using a sanding block with 120 grit sandpaper. This aids to promote an exceptionally strong joint. Ensure good working area housekeeping so that the prepared edge is not compromised. This preparation guidance and the subsequent jointing procedure are applicable to corner joints and other joint configurations, such as peninsular and back-to-back, which is used for creating large island worktops. Our worktops are supplied with square edges instead of being profiled, which removes the requirement for cutting mason's miter joints. All you will need to do is trim one long and one short face as appropriate and continue the process as set out in these sections. Remember, a good quality router trim leads to a good quality joint. Always check with a dry fit. If it is not right here, trim again. Having sharp top edges on the jointing faces is the key. Ensure that they are protected between the trim and when you joint the worktops.